Hello YouTube, Luke here again, next deck recipe and profile for Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels. So this is the Hieratic ruler deck, the Hieratic Dragon ruler. Start off with the 20 monsters, Flamvell Guard, Labradorite Dragon, 2 Blaster, Dragon ruler Infernos, 3 Hieratic Dragon of Eset, 3 Hieratic Dragon of Su, 3 Hieratic Dragon Tefnuit, Redox Darkest Dragon, 2 Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders, 2 Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, and 2 Tidal Dragon Ruler of Waterfalls. And the spells, 16 of them, Dark Hole, 3 Dragon Ravine, 3 Dragon Shrine, Gold Sarcophagus, 3 Hieratic Seal of Convocation, 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, and 2 Sacred Sword of 7 Stars, 4 Traps returned from a different dimension, 6 Sense and 2 Skill Drain. Extra deck is Black Rose Dragon, Celestial Wolflord Blue Sirius, Crimson Blader, Star Eater, Stardust Dragon, Constellar Ptolemy M7, Gaia Dragon of Thunder Charger, Gauntlet Launcher, 2 Hieratic Dragon King of Atum, 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Dragosack, 2 number 11 Big Eye Photon Strike Bouncer, your Flamvell Guard, just a level 1 tuner with 2000 defense, special summoned by Hieratic monsters effect, also a good target to use when using Dragon Shrine. Same with Labradorite Dragon, it's a level 6 tuner monster, normal monster as well, once again with the Heiratics and also the Dragon Shrine, 2 Blaster. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon type monsters from your hand or graveyard, except this card, special summon this card. During your opponent's end phase of this card was special summoned, return it to the hand. Also you can discard this card and 1 fire type monster to the graveyard, then target 1 card in the field to destroy that target. If this card is banished, you can add 1 fire dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. You can activate, use 1 blaster Dragon Ruler of Inferno's effect, return it on 1 set turn. There's also that Flamvell Guard as a target if you want to discard it, but most people know what the Dragon Rulers are anyway. Yeah, they got like 4 different effects, and just helps because they're very powerful in this deck, work well with skill drain, and you can also send them to the graveyard with Dragon Shrine and Ravine and whatnot. Hieratic Dragon of Eset, you can normally summon this card without tributing, but its original attack becomes 1000. Now once per turn you can target 1 face-up dragon type normal monster on the field. The levels of all face-up Hieratic monsters currently on the field become the level of that monster until the end phase. When this card is tributed, special summon 1 dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, make attack and defense 0. Which these two here, also you can make Hieratic Dragon of Eset or whatever's on the field level 6 for plays. Also that's a Star Eater play of Labradorite Dragon and Eset. But you can make it rank 6 plays as well using his effect. 3 Su is special, you can special summon this card from your hand by tributing 1 Hieratic monster. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Hieratic monster, except this card, from your hand or your side of the field, target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls, destroy that target. So when this card is tribute summoned, special summon dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, make its attack and defense 0. Same, so this one can destroy spell and trap cards, or you can special summon it straight away from your hand and get that monster's effect if it's a Hieratic monster. Now, Hieratic Dragon of Tefnuit is if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon card. You can special summon this card from your hand. I'm getting the hiccups here, that's why I'm sounding a bit funny at times. Now, this card cannot attack during the turn it was special summoned this way. When this card is tributed, special summon 1 dragon type normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, also make its attack and defense 0. Just about every Hieratic monster has that effect. There are quite a lot. There are Hieratic monsters with much different effects, but these are the 3 you want anyway. So anyway, Red Eyes Darkest Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 dragon type monster you control. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 dragon type monster from your hand or graveyard, except Red Eyes Darkest Dragon, so it's just a pretty good card to have in this deck because you're running dragons. Redox, another dragon ruler. If this card is in your hand, banish the 2 Earths and or dragons type monsters to special summon it. Also, you can where's the other effect? You can discard this card and 1 Earth type monster to the graveyard, then target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. And also got the banished effect without the Earth Dragon and whatnot. So yeah, it's like a monster reborn and just special summons itself. Tempest, same, wind and or dragons, 2 of them to special summon, returns to the hand in the end phase. This card, you can discard this card and 1 wind monster to the graveyard, add 1 dragon type monster from your deck to your hand. It's not a bad effect, although it doesn't really work that much in this deck. This is different. Standard Dragon Rules is better. Tidal's effect is you can discard this card and one water monster to the graveyard, send one monster from your deck to the graveyard, so it's like a foolish burial. Okay, that's how the monsters work anyway. Dark Hole's pretty standard. 3 Dragon Ravine, once per turn during your main phase you can discard one card, activate one of these effects. Add one level 4 or lower Dragoonity monster from your deck to hand. We don't have to worry about that. Now send one dragon type monster from your deck to your graveyard. So this is how you put monsters in your graveyard. Basically shortens up your deck and also your dragon ruler plays. Dragon Shrine is send one dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then if that monster in your graveyard is a dragon type normal monster, you can send one more dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. You can only activate one Dragon Shrine per turn. This came out in the Kaiba starter deck, but basically if you send one of your normal monsters to the graveyard, it allows you to send another dragon to the graveyard. So it's a good way to just mill your graveyard. Gold Sarcophagus, banish one card from your deck face up during your second standby phase. After this card's activation, add that target to your hand. If you banish a dragon ruler, its effect will go off and you'll add another dragon of the same element. And then 2 turns later, you get that dragon ruler. Or just whatever you want. 3 Hieratic Seal of Convocation, add 1 Hieratic monster from your deck hand. So this is a good card, just add any Hieratic monster you want depending on the situation. 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, I got 3 in this one. Sacred Sword of 7 stars. Banish 1 level 7 monster from your hand or face up on your side of the field. Draw 2 cards. You can only activate 1 Sacred Sword of 7 stars per turn. So if you banish a Dragon Ruler, draw 2 cards, then you get to plus off it. Its effect. Now, return from a different dimension. Pay half your life points. Special summon as many of your banished monsters as possible. So you can banish a lot of monsters with your Dragon Rulers. During the end phase, banish all the monsters that were special summoned by this effect. That was special summoned by this effect. Here's the hiccups again. Now, if they're basically, it's kind of this is your like one of a winning combination card. If you have lots of monsters banish, you can use it to try and win. Also, another thing is if you just synchro summon or exceed, those monsters obviously are no longer on the field, so they don't get banished. They'll go back into the graveyard if you synchro summon, and also if you just overlay and then use an effect to detach. Okay, now Sixth Sense is declare 2 numbers from 1 to 6, then your opponent rolls a 6-sided die, and if the result is one of those numbers you declared, you draw that many cards. Otherwise, send a number of the cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard equal to the result. So this is just a really good card in any dragon deck, really. Is the possibility of drawing a lot of cards, and also milling your graveyard ain't the worst thing ever in this deck, but yeah, just trying to draw so many cards is good. 2 skill drain, this works good with Hieratic monsters, also Dragon Rulers. Now, activate by paying 1000 life points. The effects of all face-up monsters on the field are negated while those monsters are face-up on the field, but their effects can still be activated. Now, the Hieratic monsters, their effects activate in the graveyard. And also, if this is on the field, you can normal summon Eset and have its attack normal, 1900, but you know, Hieratic monsters can just tribute themselves, so you can even activate Su's effect. Basically, just to tribute from the hand. You won't destroy a spell or trap card, but that monster in the graveyard will still get its effect. Also, any Hieratic monster that's tributed will still get its effect since they activate in the graveyard. And with Dragon Rulers, they won't return to your hand; they'll stay on the field. So that's so it works well in this deck. Extra deck is here's all. So that's a Hieratic monster and Flamvell Guard. That there is Eset and Flamvell Guard. Level 8 is basically any Dragon Ruler plus Flamvell Guard. Star Eater is Eset and Labradorite Dragon. Stardust Dragon, just Dragon Ruler and Flamvell Guard. Rank 6s, of course, plenty of them, like Constellar M7, since that's a pretty powerful monster. Gaia Dragon, because you use a lot of rank 6s, you stick one of these in there. Plus, you can just summon him with a rank 7 anyway. Gauntlet Launcher, another level 6. You can target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it. 2 Hieratic Dragon King of Atum. Now, 2 level 6 Dragon type monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Special summon 1 Dragon type monster from your hand or deck. Sorry, from your deck. It's only your deck, this one. And make its attack and defense 0. This card cannot attack. You turn you activate this effect, but it can still make some pretty good combo plays for you. This hiccup's coming back. Draco Sack rank 7 has 2 effects. You can detach a material, special summon 2 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. When you control a token, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects once per turn. You contribute 1 Mecha Phantom Beast token. Monster, that includes tokens for itself, and then target 1 card in the field. Destroy it. This card cannot attack. During the turn you activate this effect. Big Eye is like a snatch steal, basically. Change of heart sort of thing. It takes control of that monster like forever, so it's like a Tragodia, actually, more like that. But this card cannot attack. Try and strike bounce as a rank 6. When a monster effect is activated, your opponent's side of the field, detach a material, negate the effect, and inflict 1,000 points of damage. So it's not a bad card either. Alright, so that's the Hieratic ruler deck recipe and profile. Once again, gameplay will be in the description. So until next time, thank you all for watching and see you again soon.